Hello viewers, in this video I'll continue with the topic definite integrals and the questions from the exercise 7.9 of chapter 7 integrals from the book Class 12 Applied Mathematics by M.L. Agarwal. The fourth, we have to evaluate the following integrals. The fourth question, integral 1 to 2 4x cube minus 5x square plus 6x plus 9 into dx. So first we have to integrate this function and then apply the limits. So if we integrate 4x cube dx, we get 4 into x raised to 4 upon 4. So it is 4x raised to 4 upon 4 minus 5 into integral x square dx will be x cube dx. X cube upon 3. Then plus here we have 6 into x dx, integral x dx will be x square by 2 plus 6 x square by 2. Then plus 9 integral dx will be x. So plus 9x. Now applying the limits, the lower limit is 1 and the upper limit is 2. Now we have to substitute the upper limit, which is 2, in place of x. So before that, let us simplify. So this is equal to, here 2 raised to 4 minus 5 by 3, 2 cube plus 3 into 2 square plus 9 into 2 minus, in place of x we have to substitute the lower limit, which is 1. So it is 1 raised to 4, which is 1, then minus 5 by 3, then plus 3 plus 9. So minus 1 minus 5 by 3 plus 3 plus 9. Or this is equal to 16 minus 40 by 3 plus then plus 12 plus 18, and here minus of, here 9 plus 1 10 plus 3 13, so it is minus 13 plus 5 by 3. So if we simplify, we get 33 minus, here minus 40 plus 5, it is minus 35 by 3. So if we take 3 as the LCM, we get 99 minus 35 upon 3, it is equal to 64 upon 3. Next question, integral 0 to 8 under root 8x minus x square by 8 into dx. So let us write this as integral 0 to 8 root 8 into root x minus x square by 8 into dx. Now we can integrate. We know integral root x dx is x raised to half plus 1 by half plus 1. So it is x raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 minus 1 by 8 into integral x square dx is x cube by 3. And the limits 0 to 8. So this is equal to, it is 2 by 3 root 8 into, first we have to substitute the upper limit is 8. So it is 8 raised to 3 by 2 minus 1 by 8 into 8 cube upon 3, then minus the lower limit. Lower limit, if we substitute 0 in place of x, we get 0 minus 0, which is 0. So this is equal to 2 by 3 into, here root 8 into 8, the whole raised to 3 by 2, it is nothing but, it is root 8 into 8 root 8. So it is 8 square. So 2 by 3 into 8 square, then minus, here we have 8 cube upon 8 into 3, so it is 8 square by 3. So here 8 square by 3 is common. If we take it outside, we get 2 minus 1, which is 1. So 8 square is 64. So this is equal to 64 upon 3. The next question, integral 0 to 1 dx upon root of 1 plus x minus root x. So when we have to integrate, we have to remember all forms of integration that we have done earlier. Integration by substitution, integration by partial fractions, integration by parts, integration of rational functions, and integration of algebraic expressions. All these we have to remember. So if you want to integrate this, we have to multiply and divide by root of 1 plus x plus root x upon root of 1 plus x plus root x. So this will be equal to integral 0 to 1 root of 1 plus x plus root x upon, so this is of the form a minus b into a plus b. Here a is root of 1 plus x and b is root x. So a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. So this will be root of 1 plus x the whole square minus root x the whole square into dx. So this is equal to integral 0 to 1 root of 1 plus x plus root x divided by root and square will go. So we will have 1 plus x minus x. So it is 1 into dx. Now we can use the standard integral and integrate this. So integral 1 plus root of 1 plus x dx will be 1 plus x the whole raised to half plus 1 by half plus 1. So it is 1 plus x the whole raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2. So it is into 2 by 3. Then plus integral root x dx will be 2 by 3 into x the whole raised to 3 by 2. Again the limits 0 to 1. So 2 by 3 is common, we can take it outside. First substituting the upper limit, we get 1 plus 1 which is 2 the whole raised to 3 by 2 plus 1 the whole raised to 3 by 2. So it is 2 raised to 3 by 2 plus 1 raised to 3 by 2 minus, now substituting the lower limit. So it will be 1 plus 0 the whole raised to 3 by 2. So it is 1 raised to 3 by 2 which is 1, then minus, we substitute 0 here, we get 0. So these two will go. So this is equal to 2 by 3 into this 2 raised to 3 by 2 is nothing but it is 2 root 2. So this is equal to 4 root 2 by 3. Next question, integral 0 to 1 1 minus x upon 1 plus x into dx. Again we will do some adding subtracting in the numerator so that we will be able to find the integral. So we can write this as minus of integral 0 to 1 x minus 1 upon 1 plus x into dx. Here I am adding and subtracting 1 so that we can combine these two, x plus 1, then minus 1 is minus 2. So this is equal to minus of integral 0 to 1 x plus 1 upon x plus 1 dx minus 2 integral 0 to 1 dx upon x plus 1. So this is integral dx and this is integral dx and this is minus 2 integral 0 to 1 dx upon x plus 1. So minus, let it be outside. So here we have x, we have to substitute the limits, then minus 2 integral dx by x plus 1 is log mod x plus 1 with the limits 0 to 1. So this is equal to minus of, when we substitute the upper limit we get 1 and lower limit is 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. Then minus 2 into log mod. When we substitute upper limit we get 1 plus 1 which is 2, and lower limit when we substitute we get 0 plus 1 which is 1. So it is log 2 minus log 1. Log 2 minus log 1. So log 1 is 0. So this is equal to minus 1 plus 2 log 2, or this is equal to 2 log 2 minus 1. The next question, integral 1 to 2 dx upon x plus 1 into x plus 2. When we have 1 by x plus 1 into x plus 2, we can write this as 1 by x plus 1 minus 1 by x plus 2. I have done a video on this, how to write such functions as partial fractions. So this is equal to integral 1 to 2 1 by x plus 1 minus 1 by x plus 2 into dx. Here if we take LCM as x plus 1 into x plus 2, and if we simplify we will get 1 by x plus 1 into x plus 2. Here we can see that it is x plus 2 minus x minus 1, so which is 1 by x plus 1 into x plus 2. So this is equal to, here integral 1 to 2 1 by x plus 1 minus 1 by x plus 2 is nothing but it is log mod x plus 1 minus log mod x plus 2 with the limits 1 to 2. So this is equal to, this is of the form log a minus log b. We can write this as log a by b. So it is log mod x plus 1 upon x plus 2 with lower limit 1 and upper limit 2. Now we can substitute the limits. When we substitute the upper limit we get log 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 2. So it is log 3 by 4, minus when we substitute the lower limit we get log 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 2. So it is log 2 by 3. Again this is of the form log a minus log b. So it is log a by b. So it is log 3 by 4 upon 2 by 3. So this is equal to log of 3 by 4 into 3 by 2. It is nothing but log 9 by 8. Next question, integral 1 to 2 x plus 3 upon x into x plus 2 into dx. Only if we have 1 by x into x plus 2, we can find the partial fractions directly. When we have integral x plus 3 by x into x plus 2 into dx, then we have to do this only by using integration by partial fractions. So what we have to do, we have to take let x plus 3 upon x into x plus 2 is equal to a by x plus b by x plus 2. So from this we get x plus 3 is equal to a into x plus 2 plus b x. So equating the coefficient of x and constant terms. After writing this step, when we substitute x as 0 in this equation, we will be able to find a. The term with b will become 0. So when we substitute x as 0, we get a is equal to 3 by 2. So 3 is equal to 2a, or we get a is equal to 3 by 2. Then when we substitute x as minus 2, we will be able to get b, because the term with a will go. So when we substitute x as minus 2, we get minus 2 plus 3 is 1 is equal to minus 2b, or from this we get b is equal to minus half. So let us take the given integral as equal to I. So the given integral becomes I is equal to integral 1 to 2 3 by 2 into 1 by x minus half into 1 by x plus 2 into dx. Now we can integrate. So this is equal to 3 by 2 into integral 1 by x is log mod x with the limits 1 to 2, then minus half into integral dx by x plus 2 is log mod x plus 2, log mod x plus 2 with the corresponding limits. So this is equal to 3 by 2 into log 2 minus log 1, substituting the upper and lower limits, minus half into log, here we have to substitute the upper limit, that is x as 2, so it will be log 2 plus 2, which is 4, log 4 minus log 1 plus 2, 3. So log 4 minus log 3. This log 1 is 0, so this is equal to 3 by 2 log 2 minus half log 4, we can write it as log 2 square. Log 4 is log 2 square. Log 2 square is nothing but it is 2 log 2. So here minus half into 2 log 2, then plus half into log 3. So here we have 3 by 2 log 2, then minus log 2 will be half log 2. So this is equal to half log 2 plus half log 3. This half can be taken outside, so it will be log 2 plus log 3. Now log a into log b, log a plus log b is log of ab. So here a is 2 and b is 3, so 2 into 3 is 6. So the answer is half log 6. The next question, integral 1 to 3 dx upon x square into x plus 1. So we have to integrate this using partial fractions. Using integration by partial fractions, let this be equal to I, and let us take let 1 by x square into x plus 1 equal to a by x plus b by x square plus c by x plus 1. So from this we get 1 is equal to a x into x plus 1 plus b into x plus 1 plus c x square. So now equating coefficient of x and constant terms. So here when we substitute x as 0, we can find b because the terms with a and c will go. Then when we substitute x as minus 1, we can find c. So first let us substitute x as 0 and find b. When we substitute x as 0, we get 1 is equal to b. Then when we substitute x as minus 1, we will not have the terms with a and b. So when we substitute x as minus 1, we get 1 is equal to c into minus 1 the whole square, or c is equal to 1. Then when we equate the coefficient of x square on both sides, we get here in the right hand side, the coefficient of x square is a plus c, and in the left hand side it is 0. So from this we get a plus 0 is equal to a plus c, or a is equal to minus c. So from this we can see that a is equal to minus 1. So the given integral becomes minus integral 1 to 3 dx upon x plus integral 1 to 3 dx upon x square plus integral 1 to 3 dx upon x plus 1. We have to use the same methods that we have used for indefinite integrals. We have to integrate and then substitute the limits. So this is equal to minus log mod x and substituting the limits. Then integral dx by x square is minus 1 by x. So it is minus 1 by x with the limits. Then plus integral dx by x plus 1 is log mod x plus 1 with the limits 1 to 3. So this is equal to minus of log 3 minus log 1, substituting the limits, substituting the upper limit. So it is log 3 minus log 1, then minus of 1 by 3 minus 1 plus log of 3 plus 1 is 4 minus log of 1 plus 1 is 2. Now the log 1 will be 0 and here 1 by 3 minus 1 will be minus 2 by 3. So this will be plus 2 by 3. So this is equal to minus log 3 plus 2 by 3 plus log 4 is 2 log 2. Since log 4 is log 2 square, so log 2 square is 2 log 2. So this is 2 log 2 minus log 2. This is 2 log 2 minus log 2. So it is 1 log 2. So it is plus log 2. Now we got log 2 minus log 3 plus 2 by 3. So log 2 minus log 3 is log 2 by 3. Or let me rearrange and write first. It is 2 by 3 plus log 2 minus log 3. Now we know that log a minus log b is log a by b. So this is equal to 2 by 3 plus log 2 by 3. The next question, integral 0 to 1 x e raised to x dx. Now this we have to integrate by parts. So here we have to take u as x and v as e raised to x. So using integration by parts, we can see that integral u v dx is equal to u integral v dx minus integral u dash into integral v dx into dx. I have made a video on integration by parts also. So in that video I have explained how we have to integrate by parts and various problems are also discussed. So this integral 0 to 1 x e raised to x dx, it is equal to u, here u is x, so x integral e raised to x dx minus integral 0 to 1 u dash is derivative of x, so it is 1 integral v is e raised to x dx into dx. So this is equal to x e raised to x with the limits minus integral 0 to 1. Here 1 into integral e raised to x dx will be again e raised to x dx. So this is equal to, you can substitute the upper limit, so it is 1 into e raised to 1 minus 0 into e raised to 0, which is 0. Then here minus integral 0 to 1 e raised to x dx is e raised to x with the corresponding limits. So this is equal to e raised to 1 minus of, now for this we will substitute the limits, e raised to 1 minus e raised to 0. So this is equal to e raised to 1 minus e raised to 1 plus e raised to 0. E raised to 0 is nothing but it is equal to 1. So integral 0 to 1 x e raised to x dx is equal to 1. The next question, integral 1 to 2 e raised to x into 1 by x minus 1 by x square dx. We have seen a special form of integral, that is integral e raised to x into f of x plus f dash of x dx is equal to e raised to x into f of x plus c. This we have studied. So using this special form of integral, we can see that if we take f of x is equal to 1 by x, then f dash of x is equal to minus 1 by x square. So here, if f of x is equal to 1 by x, f dash of x is equal to minus 1 by x square. So using this, we can see that integral 1 to 2 e raised to x into 1 by x minus 1 by x square dx is equal to e raised to x into f of x is 1 by x with the limits 1 to 2. So this is equal to e square by 2 minus e raised to 1. So it is half e square minus e. The next question, if integral 0 to a 3x square dx is equal to 8, find the value of a. So we have to integrate, apply the limits equated to 8, and from that we can find the value of 8. So integral 3x square dx is nothing but it is 3x cube upon 3 from 0 to a equal to 8. Now we can substitute the upper limit. It is a cube minus lower limit is 0. So it is a cube minus 0, which is equal to 8. It is 2 cube. So a cube is equal to 2 cube implies a is equal to 2. If we take the cube root on both sides, we will get a is equal to 2. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching.